Thanks for joining us. In this audit, we looked at the expense payments for 6 executives from School District 61 in Victoria. Specifically, we looked to see whether expenses that the school district paid on behalf of these executives complied with the district's policies and followed the spirit and intent of core government policy. This topic is important because payments for executive expenses need to be transparent and disclosed consistently across all school districts around the province, so that everyone is held equally accountable for how they're spending public funding. Overall, we found that School District 61 is doing a good job managing the payment of its executives' expenses. The district's financial records were complete and accurate, and we didn't find any instances of inappropriate or non-business expenses being paid for. While payments were appropriate, we did find 2 variations from government expectations. The first variation was around disclosing all executive expenses, and the second around the district's use of corporate purchasing cards. Let's look first at disclosing all expenses. According to the district, it didn't disclose all of its executive expenses because of how it interpreted the Financial Information Act. As an aside, the Financial Information Act guides how publicly funded organizations report their financial information. The school district's approach has been to disclose only those expenses where an employee could be seen to have received a personal benefit, for example, when an employee attends a conference or training. As a result, the district wasn't reporting expenses where there was no personal benefit to the staff member. For example, it wasn't reporting expenses relating to business meetings such as travel and accommodation. We disagreed with the district's interpretation of the Act, so we confirmed our interpretation with the Ministry of Education, specifically that all expenses should be reported, no matter the reason or benefit. The difference in interpretation of the Act meant that, for the 6 staff that we sampled, the district should have disclosed approximately $145,000 more in expenses, which is about 60% of the group's total expenses, over 2 years. The second variation from government expectations was around the district's use of corporate purchasing cards. The school district gives its employees corporate purchasing cards to use for their work-related expenses. It's essentially a credit card. The district then pays each person's monthly bill, therefore taking on the financial risk from its employees' expenses. School districts can set their own policies regarding expenses, but they must follow the spirit and intent of core government policy. In this case, government's core policy and procedures manual states, and typical practice is, that employees should pay for their expenses first and then get reimbursed by the district. In conclusion, we made 5 recommendations in this report to improve the transparency in the reporting of executive expenses and the consistency with core government policy. We plan on auditing the executive expenses in a number of districts across the province. School District 61 was the first. We'd like to encourage you, along with all school districts in BC, to read this report. It is available on our website at www.bcauditor.com. Thanks for joining us for our report summary.